How are we doing, everybody? Ty Sites Shadow Games Report. Doing part 1 of Luna Abyss tonight. Sorry about the delay. I had some mic problems. Didn't do my mic check before the show. Note to self, do mic checks before the show. Put a memo on the screen somewhere. I'm gonna write it on my screen. Joking. Anyways, we're going to do about 30 minutes to an hour of news before getting into the game. Not going to waste too much time. Let's get into it. Already wasted enough time, didn't I? Well, we had some fun yesterday with the UFC event at the White House. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, at first I thought it was pretty stupid because, well, just really the situation of everything. The Iran war. And we were just, strolling up to the 250th birthday of our country with this just looming over our heads, and we're just like, wow, we can't even be proud of our nation right now. And now it seems like Trump is starting to make up for some of it. How long will that last? I'm not too sure. It doesn't seem like they're really pushing back too hard against Israel's incursion of Lebanon, or even Iran to some degree. Israel's already threatened Iran. If you attack us more, we'll hit you with everything we got, which is probably a nuke. So we're still not out of the water just yet. Still lots to clean up here. There's a big dirty mess from the past 3 months. How long has it actually been? Has it been like 3.5 months? I feel like it started at the beginning of March, or maybe at the very end of February. So yeah, we're like 3.5 months into all this. And hopefully it ended on Trump's birthday. But at the same time, I like to joke, he did kind of lose the war on his birthday. But anti-war is still a win, so you can look at it either way if you want to. I actually look at it as a win. I think anybody that's anti-war will look at it as a win. But, I mean, like I said, we're still not out of this. We still have to, hold our dog down somehow. We've got this raging dog in the Middle East barking at everybody. Even, this dog is going onto other people's land. We supposedly have a leash on it, but it's clear that we don't, and there needs to be clear signs of a leash. Here in Tennessee, we have leash laws. I'm not saying, for other countries they got leash laws and stuff, but I mean, if you get my metaphor here, we need to invent a leash law for this country if they're going to be begging for our tax dollars every few months. But I digress. Let's get into the news. Israel rejects Trump's U.S.-Iran ceasefire deal. No surprise there. Mark Levin calls for Turning Point USA to fire Jack Posobiec. That's surprising. I'm kind of curious on why now. Israel strikes Hezbollah targets after rocket attacks in southern Lebanon. Which, there's large speculation. Does Hezbollah, do they take orders from, I won't say directly Israel, but maybe some indirect sources that take their orders from Israel? Because the timing is very interesting with Hezbollah's attacks. You would think that they would time their attacks with Iran's statements, but they don't. So it kind of makes you just wonder. It's like, is Hezbollah kind of like an ISIS cell? Is it something similar? I don't know everything about every little terrorist cell that pops up, but I do know that Israel and the United States, along with mainly Obama's administration, but I would probably assume Biden's as well, did help create some of these groups, whether it be, I mean, I even heard that the Muslim Brotherhood was started by the British. I don't know how true that is, but different journalists will report on these things. I'm just reporting what they say. J.D. Vance shares a faith journey in new memoir, Communion. Okay. Netanyahu vows. Okay, well, that just totally disappeared off my screen while I was reading it. Netanyahu vowed something, I didn't get to read the rest. Love it whenever things just change on the screen while I'm reading them. Cornell student rejects internship with an anti Semitic message. Didn't want to work for a Jew, I believe. I want to say that's what that is for. Israel rejects Trump's U.S. Iran ceasefire deal. I think I already said that. Was there anything else that popped up here? False claim of Jewish leaders demanding Vance resign over Kelly interview. 8 crew members believed dead in a B-52 bomber crash in California's Edward Air Force Base. There was also, I believe it was an F-18 that went down. I think it was in Washington State. And there was also even another totally unrelated, well, maybe unrelated, I don't know for sure. There was a Russian bomber, I believe, that went down. It was some aircraft. I can't remember the exact aircraft. AI robots tricked into dangerous acts by creative writing, researchers warn. I mean, yeah. Well, actually, I watched this one particular YouTuber or TikToker, whatever you want to call him now, podcaster. He does these. I actually did it myself. I thought it was kind of interesting that he makes like regular videos out of these things now, where he'll basically just have AI talking to each other, which I have a video like that from like a year ago. Maybe I should have kept up the niche um, content creation because like I don't know, I did it before he did. So I don't know, maybe I need to like stick to some certain ideas. Maybe even focus on some shorter content. I know I put out long form content, three and a half hours of news and gaming. But I don't know, maybe I need to make like small little short clips. That way I can like I don't know, reach the TikTokers and shit. I don't really care about TikTok. I don't really care about a lot of the other platforms, to be honest with you. There's not really many platforms that I do like. I mean, I don't even like Rumble, to be honest with you, but at the same time, I like them better than most. That's what's kind of weird about the relationships between me and certain social media platforms. I don't like really any of them. I don't trust any of them, and I don't think they give me good reason to trust them. But I digress. AI robots tricked into dangerous acts by creative writing. I mean, just AI in general. I mean, I got Grok to be super dirty with me, like in one of my Destiny videos that I did. Like, I was playing the game and I was talking to Grok the entire time, and I put the female voice on and I told it to talk to me dirty, and it did. I was actually kind of surprised. I was like, wow, they actually allow you to. It got super dirty with me, dude. I was just like, whoa. It almost sounds human. You know, it's kind of funny. Like some people actually speculate. Like I think this is actually a person on the phone with me, because they make like weird noises and it's like scoffs at you and I don't know. It. Some of them are actually pretty good at mimicking. If it is a mimic, who knows? 911 outrages or outages hit. Whoa, I said that totally wrong. 911 outages, not outrage. Outages hit Washington, Arizona, Texas, and Iowa. Judge tosses lawsuit challenging a civil rights agency pullback on transgender workplace protections. UN calls on Afghanistan's Taliban rulers to reverse crackdown on women. Study non-opioid alternatives identified for emergency department pain relief. Alfredo sauce distributed to dozens of states recalled due to potential salmonella contamination. Gavin Newsom says Trump ordered DOJ to investigate him and his wife. Defense minister says Israel won't withdraw from land seized in Lebanon, Syria, and Gaza. Yeah, that's kind of the big problem with this deal. Because I don't think this deal is going to last very long if Israel's going to be pounding the shit out of Lebanon for the rest of the week, while Trump just stands down and does nothing. You know, it's like we have this dog that's like attacking all the kids in the neighborhood, almost literally. I mean, they're bombing civilian. I mean, actually, you know, it would actually be nice if Lebanon were to get the numbers together of how many people have actually been killed, like civilians wise. Like, I know there's like a few Lebanese journalists. It'd be nice if you got some of those numbers together and released them so that we can talk about them here in America, so that we can expose Israel even better. I doubt many of those people watch my show or anything, but, you know, obviously, I'm just putting this out into the ether. Maybe somebody will catch it in their mind and be like, oh, yeah, that's a great idea. All right, Trump says U.S. Iran peace deal reached, orders into naval blockade in Strait of Hormuz. Apparently, well, supposedly ships are coming through the strait now without any impediment, so that's good. All 12 occupants dead in Missouri plane crash, State Highway Patrol says. Trump says Iran deal will be signed Sunday, Strait of Hormuz to open immediately after. That's an old post. Now the deal, I guess, is pushed for Friday. Um, I think a lot of it has been agreed to. It's just more or less the formalities of the agreement are going to be settled on Friday. Um, like I said, I don't know why we're giving Israel so much time, you know, to prepare another attack before we sign all this. And I don't know. Well, not Israel. Iran is going to want some type of reassurance that Israel's not going to keep attacking them or attacking Lebanon for that matter. So it is still a very sticky situation. We're not out of it. It might look like it is, but we are not out of the dirty water yet. There was something I wanted to cover. Where is it at? Where is it at? Yeah, man. We're close to it. I had to scroll back down again. I didn't scroll down all the way to where I wanted to start today. Somewhere in here, though. I know I'm close. Right here. Is Netanyahu facing defeat in Israel's elections? His odds of winning have plummeted over the past few months, while Gadi Eisenkot's have skyrocketed. They've halved from highs of 64% in March to 32%. Mic check 1 2. Making sure everything's good real quick. Alright. Making sure you guys can see me. Meanwhile, Eisenkot's have blown up from 5% to now taking the lead at nearly 37%. So it doesn't seem like really either of them are all that popular. So Netanyahu had a high of 64%. That's really surprising. And then I guess it dropped to 32%. So he's actually below this guy now. But for him to only have a 37%, I mean, maybe people will start learning about him. You would think that it would be much higher. So yeah, I guess this is their polls right now. Israel rejects Trump U.S. Iran ceasefire deal. Hours after President Trump announced a U.S. Iran deal to halt hostilities, reopen the Strait of Hormuz, and address Iran's nuclear program, Ben Gvir, such a stupid name, Ben Gvir declared Israel is not part of it and won't withdraw from territories in southern Lebanon. Defense Minister Israel Katz vowed to hold security zones in Lebanon, Syria, and Gaza indefinitely. Okay. Like I was saying, I mean, it's still not a good situation. while Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich called the agreement harmful to the free world. The stance underscores tensions in the U.S.-Israel alliance, with Israel receiving billions in annual U.S. aid, yet prioritizing its security concerns over the ceasefire. Israel says it does not take orders from the United States. That was 5 hours ago. The Israel-American split is happening in front of our eyes. This is history. 7 hours ago. Also from Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz, we stand with Israel because it makes the United States safer. Does it now? I don't know about that.
Today, more than ever before, the U.S.-Israel alliance and friendship is under assault. It's under assault from forces in the United States that would try to break that friendship. I think that's profoundly dangerous. America is friends with Israel because it is unambiguously in America's national security interest to be friends with Israel. Israel is fighting the enemies of America. Every Hamas terrorist that Israel kills, every Hezbollah terrorist, every IRGC terrorist, makes America safer. We stand with Israel because standing with Israel makes Americans safer. And when the Ayatollah chants death to Israel and death to America, he means it. And those voices in American politics that want to engage in appeasement are profoundly undermining U.S. national security.
What's up with the music? Ew, it's an APAC commercial. Okay, well that makes more sense. Who would have guessed he's upset? I represent the Lone Star State. Texas. Oh, I get it now. Okay. With Iran rejecting Trump's claim that it has agreed to surrender its enrichment uranium, the IRGC has now completely closed off all access to its entire stockpile of near bomb-grade uranium, deliberately collapsing tunnels and installing hundreds of explosive mines at the entrances of Isfahan, Natanz, and Fordow, per CNN. I don't know, is this propaganda? I mean, you guys can, like, make up your own mind on this, but, like, my mind is, like... Because I was, like, noticing this today. It seemed like it was primarily left-leaning sources that was putting out the, I guess, the more negative information towards this deal. While it seems like, you know, the other side is just saying, like, no, that's complete horseshit. They're lying, and, you know, we can prove it. I mean, that's literally what Trump said earlier. He was saying, I might have to find the post, actually, because I can't remember word for word. But he was saying that they were lying earlier about something. Israel says it does not take orders from the United States. Jackson Hinkle. Is that all we got from this? Just the same Ted Cruz video over and over? What's this right here? The FBI sent agents to an American citizen's house, however comments he made online. There's not really much to this video. I've shown a few like this. Always make sure that they have a warrant if they're going to harass you like this, because I mean they don't really have a right to come on your land without one. So, you know, naturally, I mean, yeah, they can come up and knock on the door and everything. Just be nice and say, like, hey man, like, you know, you actually have to have a warrant for us to speak. If you want to get this type of information, you have to let me know, like, what specific comment, you know, got you all butthurt. I mean, don't say that, but, you know, work around what I just said, though. You can word it however you like. Dr. Stephen Greer told Alex Jones, one of the wildest UAP stories I've heard. In the 1980s, Dr. Greer claims the U.S. military met time travelers from 500,000 years in the future. Not aliens, future humans. According to Greer, these beings appeared as tall, luminous white figures and said they were descendants of humanity. He connects this to the Rendlesham Forest incident, where he claims a black pyramid-shaped craft was involved, and senior U.S. military Air Force personnel encountered glowing white beings moving through it. Their message, according to him, was not, "We are here to invade." It was a warning. Humanity must stop its destructive path, or those future descendants may never exist. Greer also makes a bigger point. If advanced beings really wanted to destroy us, they would not need a long war. A civilization with interstellar or quantum level weapons could end us instantly. I mean, yeah, they can go back in time and literally kill you. So, there is a strange benevolence to higher intelligence, at least, to some degree. I feel like we do have, like, some protectors of some form, whether they be angels or aliens. You can pick whichever, or even both if you want to. Um, but we also have Mel Gibson in his interview from, I think, like a year and a half ago with Joe Rogan saying that there is some larger battle happening between good and evil. His video has been going viral again for saying that. And I don't think he was taken too seriously at the time, because it just sounded like religious jargon. But now I think people are starting to like look at it a little bit differently now that dimensions and realms are being talked about a lot more. Whether they're being ultra terrestrial beings that can cross over through dimensions, whether they be humans from other dimensions and or aliens from other dimensions, maybe even something entirely different. I don't know. I mean, now we have plasmoids and energy type aliens that we're talking about. Whether those are true or not, I have no clue. I've always heard that, what are they called? I used to know this word. It's like a form of plasma. It's a lightning ball. There's like these things called lightning balls, and we used to think that they were created by lightning and like um, I guess a combination of events where it be like steam and lightning and heat and all these things happening, and then you'll basically have like this energy orb that will appear in the air and it will just literally float through the forest or something. Now, were those plasmoids all along? Because we've heard about these orbs in ghost videos, alien encounters, lots of different things. Um, and probably, lots of other types of fiction. But either way, President Trump issued a statement on Israel's attack in Beirut this morning. This is from yesterday, actually. I'm not going to read this, but I'll leave it on screen if you want to read it. Gonna move on to the next story over here. Oh yeah, we got this Cornell student rejects internship with anti-Semitic message. So, who's being quoted right here? I want this life to be ruined. Fox News Emily Compagno, I don't know how to say that, 46, demands 19-year-old college student Austin Franco have his life ruined for saying in a private email that he is not interested in working for a Jew. There's other ways to do that without like acknowledging that you're doing this because he's Jewish. Like you can turn it down without saying that. I mean, I get that people want to attack this and like I mean, I totally get that sentiment, guys. Like I really do. But also, I think we should think about this tactfully. Like this kid, he might have his life ruined because of this. I mean, it just kind of depends on, how much momentum we're able to kind of get over the hurdle here. I mean, it still seems as if Trump is protecting Israel to some regard. Will he keep doing that? I don't know. But, we're not out of dangerous territory yet. We still are staring into the abyss, if you ask me. Especially if we've got Israel on edge right now, and they're wanting to attack Lebanon even more. This is just, me kind of like wargaming a little bit. I mean, it kind of seems like if Israel keeps pushing into Lebanon, that's naturally going to make Iran respond by attacking Tel Aviv like they threatened just, what, yesterday? Or the day before yesterday? Um, and they would hit Israel, and then Israel would respond. Well, I mean, the rest is just kind of like dot dot dot. Like, do they nuke Iran at that point because they know that America is not going to come to their aid to save them? I don't know. Sticky, sticky territory. All right, let's play that. I'm not going to read that.
Einhorn, one of those owners of that company, Emily, that we just watched, he said, I felt bad exposing him because I thought he could have made a mistake, and he really doesn't believe that wholeheartedly. I'm glad we know this individual's name. I'm glad he was exposed.
Indeed, and the brothers are so generous and graceful, certainly more than I am, because I do want his life to be ruined. I agree with you. It is a permissive structure. And parents, what are your children putting out there? What are the people that have been in your household putting out there online and to their friends? What has been fomented? Because clearly there is a disconnect. Somehow this person learned that there is an audacity that you can have with this anti-Semitism. That's what I found so shocking. Guy and I toured Poland together last May, and whenever I see things like this, it harkens me back to our trip, where apparently there's been no evolution since World War II. That deep-seated cultural hatred that's been allowed, that's been fostered, has somehow reignited here among the youth. And it is sickening. Cornell needs to take greater steps. So do parents. So do online forums. And somehow this 65-pound vessel of hatred needs to know that not only is this not okay, but it's not acceptable socially. Because clearly online and among those kid groups, I keep saying kid, among the youth, they have learned that it's okay, that it's right to have this anti-Semitism. It felt sickening for me to just quote him, by the way. To just say those words, quoting him, felt sick.
I'm really interested to see if Mr. Franco gets a job. Does anyone hire this guy? I really want to follow up on this.
One quick thing, because Emily, you invoked our trip to Poland. And in Europe, in pre-World War II, that era, it didn't go from everything's fine to the death camps in Auschwitz overnight. There was this slide that happened. And this is an echo here that we have to keep an eye on.
And
Jewish co-founder of Palantir is responsible for doxing the Cornell student, by the way. Just to add to that particular story. I don't think there's any more here with that. But this is his face. In case anybody's curious. Not trying to dox him or nothing. Just reading the news, guys. Mark Levin calls for Trump? No, calls for turning point. USA to fire Jack Posobiec. Where's that at? Is that right here? Here's the clip of Mark Levin calling out Jack Posobiec, suggesting TPUSA clean house.
Jack Posobiec. Oh, the great Jack Posobiec. Sounds like he works for the High Wire Act. Hey, there's Posobiec up there. Who's Posobiec? Yeah, Posobiec. If that is his name. Over at Turning Point USA, I love them. They really need to clean this up. They really do. They should not have these slime balls. Embrace neo-Nazism. Embrace individuals from overseas. I believe this guy's from Sudan or Syria, this guy who he embraces, Maurice or whatever his name is, with his horrific statements. They should embrace people who prop up Iran and prop up Hamas. They should get rid of these people. They should clean house of these people because they're going to drive them down. Jack Posobiec, ladies and gentlemen. Posobiec. You know what that sounds like? Sounds like a bleeding hemorrhoid. We'll be right back. America doesn't stand for...
I'm just like analyzing this for a second. I don't know, man. Is this more controlled opposition? Because I've always felt pretty confident that, like, Posobiec was, I don't know, always a part of the club. Just my opinion, and I'm not saying he is. I have no clue. I'm just kind of basing it off of some previous behavior. I don't have any points off the top of my head, but there were a few different instances that made me question him heavily. Like I said, I don't know. I mean, maybe he's a contractor for a particular agency. I have no clue. No clue. I know there's more of them that we don't know about than we do know about. Which is kind of concerning because, like, half of the, I don't know, the big names now, it's like they either are ex something or another in government at one time or another. All right, 76-year-old Jewish Hollywood producer Herschel Weingrod got busted inviting a random 15-year-old girl to his hotel. The Talmud says doing illegal things with non-Jewish Jews, or with non-Jews, is allowed.
Your name?
Oh, fuck.
What's your name?
Who are you?
What's your name?
Who are you?
Why are you still with my fucking daughter? What's your name? What is your name?
Boris. My name is Boris.
Boris. What's your name? Shake my hand.
What's the problem?
Why are you still with my daughter? You know how old she is?
Shake his hand? I wouldn't shake a pedophile's hand. The hell?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
No.
What the fuck you thought was gonna happen here?
Nothing. We're gonna have a pizza. I don't know.
Pizza. Yeah, you don't know? How old is she?
Red.
You know how old she is?
I messed with her. She was 23.
23. Is that what the conversation looked like?
You know the text messages? She was 23 on a
23.
dating site.
On a dating site?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, she was 23 on
How
a
old is
dating
she?
site. I have no idea.
Lila, how old are you?
I'm sorry. She was 23 on a dating site.
Do be careful with that. Always make sure that you know the age of a woman. I've actually seen this happen quite a few times where, like, there will be a woman that lies about her age on an app. Like, she will be younger and she'll say that she's older. Be very careful. I hate that I even have to say that, but, you know, women, like, no offense. I mean, obviously there's going to be the honest women as well, but there are women that lie about their age in both directions. If they're too young, they'll say they're older. If they're too old, they'll say they're younger. So, naturally, do your discernment. And also, do a lot of screenshotting if you're going to be dating anybody. Because, let's just say they do lie on their app about their age. You can screenshot that, and you got that as evidence. Like, hey, she told me that she was a lot older. Now, I don't think that's what happened in this situation. I think, obviously, this guy is lying. I don't think they would have, like, gone through this whole, you know, spiel, or whatever you want to call it. But either way, lots of Jewish pedophiles being exposed over the past couple years. Oh, look at this. Ex-Israeli IDF soldier Annette Temkin apologizes for joining the Israeli army. Yes, I am Israeli born. Yes, I am a real person. I don't live there now, but I did for 20 years. Yes, I served in the IDF 1 year, 9 months. The level of genocide, lawless, murderous annihilation of Palestinians by Israel is barbaric and inconceivable. True dat. Well, at least she has a soul. Alright. This is... I don't know how much of this video I'm going to be able to show. Well, actually, let me read this real quick, because there's a community note here. Correction, the journalist Hadi Hatoy survived the attack and was rescued by 2 local men who were able to get him away from the area despite him having taken shrapnel wounds to the chest and legs. So apparently he's still alive. So I probably can show this if he's alive. Hopefully it's not too graphic, or else I'll have to pause it.
The area behind me, as you can see, there is heavy drone activity in the vicinity. and of course the destruction, the amount of destruction is very strong. The Israelis did try to destroy the entire area.
Hold up. Me. So we don't ever get to see the drone. Wait, is that it behind him right there? I see something in the sky. It's like something white, almost flying towards him.
Tried to destroy the entire area.
It's just weird that we don't hear it like buzzing in towards him. I don't know what type of advanced drone they might have been using, but it did not seem to have much of a sound when coming towards him.
Destruction, the amount of destruction is very strong.
Okay, maybe that's a light pole. I see something right there. It's like a little white dot.
Israelis did try to destroy the entire area.
Okay, so I guess somebody turned off the sound for this part. See if we can skip ahead in the video. He's just now picking up the camera. He took shrapnel to the chest. They're saying that he did live in the community notes, so that's at least a good sign. But it is concerning that these aren't the type of drones that sound like lawnmowers. I mean, the Iranian drones, it seems like you can hear them coming from like a mile away. While the Western drones are appearingly quiet. I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but I don't know if this is true either, but I've heard this a few different times. Yeah, so I think it is a hypothetical theory. We even have a community note on this post now. It's not necessarily proven, but I think it's people's way of trying to, I guess, explain why there is such a large dark void between us and certain stars. Some people think that it's dark matter kind of like pushing away, but I don't know. I honestly don't know. Hypothetical theory. Why would all these stars be pushed away from our galaxy? It's kind of strange, right? I don't know. We got some type of force pushing shit away from us. Iran confirms it will not sign deal with the U.S. today. That was from yesterday, though. And also, I think some of this that's been put out is propaganda. But it seems like they're moving ahead with the deal, so I'm going to report that the deal is happening. Like I said, though, it could change at any point throughout this whole process, just due to the fact that, well, Israel can botch the deal like they've been doing every other time. And they're still trying to do it, so. That's Trump's response for Beirut. We already covered that. Israel has once again bombed Beirut ahead of expected finalization of a U.S.-Iran peace memorandum from yesterday. 2 days ago, the U.S. banned Claude Fable 5. Yesterday, China dropped GLM 5.2, which is performing at the top of AI charts. I have not tried it out personally, but you can see that there's lots of competition here, and it seems as if they're constantly outdoing each other, and they're doing it very quickly within a few months of topping each other. They'll outperform each other within a few months. So this whole territory is very competitive now. And it makes me kind of wonder, like, are we just speeding up our own demise with stuff like this? I'm not really anti-AI, but at the same time, whenever you have competition with very powerful technology, sometimes that can end fatally. But I don't know. I'm going to have some optimism on this. I'm not going to get too upset. Grok isn't that great, and it's falling behind other models. Grok is one of my last...
I saw all these reports that Netanyahu's flying to town, and he's going to be with Trump at the UFC event at the White House, and he's going to be courtside at the NBA Finals with
man,
Trump.
It just goes to show we need a new ballroom.
Bail room?
No, I don't think that etymology works out on that. I don't think it does. But it is laid out like Solomon's Temple, which, as Nasik Neal told me. Oh, by the way, so Dr. Heather Lynn. Did you talk to Matt Ehret yet?
He's coming Thursday.
Oh my God, Matt Ehret's great. So I just made a group text. Now, this is just a group text I made just because I was trying to compare notes. So it was Nasik Neal, Matt Ehret, and Heather Lynn.
Okay.
And I said it's my think tank called Turning Point Sam Tripoli. And
you told me that.
Yeah, Sam was not. Sam has since been in the group text, but he was not in it at first. And he was like, "Well, I can't be in it. It was my name, Turning Point Sam Tripoli," which is a fair point. And he's entitled to a review. And I told him, "Don't worry, we're going to get you that report. And then if anything happens to you, I will continue with the group. Don't worry about that. Okay. If anything should happen to Sam Tripoli, Turning Point Sam Tripoli will keep going on his legacy." Anyway. He's the one that told me about, there's 3 temples. So there's the main temple, where the Wailing Wall or whatever.
Yeah,
the one they go fucking hump. The one every American leader has to go hump for some reason.
Yes.
There was one in Alexandria. So that's why the White House would have the Solomon Temple laid out, the blueprints. You know the story of the ballroom? They brought in some Israeli architect to make it.
I didn't know that.
And the layout.
Oh, yeah, his name was Shalom, wasn't it? His actual name was Shalom.
There's a real mitzvah to get Shalom on this one. And they laid it out like the Temple of Solomon. So that was, as I understand it currently, but I could be wrong, it's going to be the base for like Stargate, which is not a space thing.
How do we know what the Temple of Solomon looked like? Weren't we just talking about
well,
there's no evidence for the Temple of Solomon ever existing.
Well, that design is in everything. In fact, the design of the Temple of Solomon is so ubiquitous, and all those orders are into it.
Find this, Steve. Find the Temple of Solomon. How do we know what the Temple of Solomon looks like?
Yeah, the blueprints of it for some reason are known because it's in a lot of stuff. Now, but why though?
Did somebody just invent it?
I don't know. The main thing is to remember is Solomon ended up as a piece of shit. Solomon wasn't a good guy. Oh, wait, do you want to play my...
But was Solomon ever real? Is there any historical evidence of him being a real thing?
Well, I would say that seal of Solomon that's on the Israeli flag, that was not the the Magid David, which is David put this on his shield. That's on the fucking Torah. Okay?
King Solomon's Temple. Okay, This is an infographic from the Armstrong Institute.
A lot of them look exactly like this if you just Google
Steve.
it. Yeah.
Okay, according to biblical texts, the original blueprints were not drawn on paper. Instead, King David received the architectural plan directly from a divine revelation.
So
that's where we got it. Inspired by the Holy Spirit and passed them to his son Solomon.
We got the space program. Don't ever forget, especially when you have Professor Dave or some other like compartmentalized fucking bitch focusing on their own lane.
Right.
Why is half of rocket science? One half is all the equations and physics and all that, and the other half is a bunch of people circle jerking in the desert and looking in each other's eyes onto the moon.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
So don't ever fucking forget that when you run your dumb fucking mouth about your science. The only reason we have these things, I was trying to explain this to Eric Weinstein. Did I tell you me and Duncan went to go see Eric Weinstein?
No, you didn't tell me.
Do you want?
Did you have dinner with him or something?
No, I had dinner with Jeremy Corbell.
Oh.
But that's separate from the Weinstein thing.
Where'd you meet Weinstein?
At the University of Texas when he was doing one of his lectures. And by the way,
so just to finish that point, all of these blueprints came from a divine inspiration.
Okay, does that dismiss it automatically to somebody?
No, I mean, you can believe whatever you want, but there's no evidence for this shit.
Okay, anything that you do creative, you channeled anyway. Just so
I agree with you.
What do you think channeling is? It doesn't mean you have to do gay shit.
It doesn't mean it has to be like material. Right.
Wait, first let's play this beautiful cartoon.
Oh, yeah, I sent you a cartoon.
Because we were talking about the Temple of Solomon. I feel like this is a really good...
There's audio, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my, yes.
Cue it up, Stevie.
You're not going to...
All right.
What an exciting... That would cost me $50,000 to make with regular animation back
then.
in the
That
day.
was amazing. So
Grok and Suno, that's all I need. Well, I'm going to get a nice rig where I don't have to get... Because, this is really upsetting. But Grok has new censorship that
well, that's the thing, bro. This is what the do your own research people need. They just need one consolidated, one-stop shop to get all your information, like Grok and ChatGPT, so you get the truth. You don't have to actually do the hard work, you know?
I mean, then what's the point? If you're not going to, like... things I want to know about,
curated at all.
Yeah, things that I want to know about, I'm going to find out about. There's one thing I know. There's some things in this world we can't know. Now there isn't. Dude, almost nothing's hidden. It's just that you have to sort through a bunch of bullshit.
Yes, right. Why Pokemon? What's the deal with the Pokemon demon?
I don't know, but I thought this idea for Solomon, and he binds the demons to build the temple. Like,
Solomon Pokemon?
Because if you read the account of it, it's like, I'm the wind. It sounds like a fucking wind Pokemon blows the... It's all bullshit. It's all magic fucking Babylonian horseshit. So the Trump ritual with his fake ear getting shot, which is from Exodus. Okay, that's how you show you're a willing servant.
What do you mean it's from Exodus? What do they say in Exodus?
Ram's blood on the right ear and the wrist and the ankle. Remember, Trump lost his shoe. Okay, and then that signifies you are in Egypt when they're in Exodus, when they're leaving. The Egyptians want to go with the Israelites. They signified their willing servant with their ram's blood on the ear and fucking wrist and ankle.
Find that, Steve.
Yeah, but when Heather Lynn's here, ask her. She'll tell you. She has a whole thing about it. Anyway, Charlie Kirk is an unblemished lamb that got killed. They were always going to kill him. They were always going to kill him. But probably when he was president, killing a king. The power of that ritual gives you the power to change reality. Now, we don't have to make it in magical terms, just in regular, secular terms. What does it mean? Or 9/11. You see how that's a high ritual, isn't it? That's what Family Guy made fun of this, actually. 9/11 changed everything. 9/11 changed everything, right? Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Nobody's jerked off camera for probably 30 years in this country. So, yes, it did.
Nobody's jerked off camera?
You've been spied on. Oh, I mean, everybody knows this, right?
I see what you're saying, yeah. Right.
And here's what's funny. They don't even have to... Or how about that Pokemon Go, where fucking imbecile Spurg millennials went around, and you gave the government a way to map out the parts that their satellites couldn't look at. That's what that was for. That's what that was for.
Is that proven?
Yes. That's old news I forgot about.
Pokemon Go was like an NSA program?
I forget the name of the company, but yeah, but everything, we don't have capitalism, assholes. We have state capitalism like China. Only a few companies. You think that Zuckerberg invented Facebook? Well, he didn't. It was DARPA.
Right.
Think of the stories you've heard about UFOs from that Corso piece of shit where he goes, we'd take alien things and we'd go to corporations and go, put a patent on this quick.
This is the moment, a turning point for Britain, a message to the leaders. Britain's ready for the fight, all right? We're not going to up, we're awake, and we're not going to back down. This is the moment, a turning point for Britain, a message to the leaders. Britain's ready for the fight, all right?
Lebanon says Israel sprayed weed killer along the southern border. Tests reportedly found extremely high levels of glyphosate, or glyphosate. I said it wrong. A chemical used to kill plants. Lebanese officials argue it is used to destroy farmland and vegetation near several border villages. Sick stuff from Israel, always, like literally. The Bank of Japan officially hikes interest rates to the highest level since 1995 amid rising inflation. I had to check that for a minute. I was like, 31 years? Making me feel old. I'm not even that old. Expert Ellen Counts exposes Trump's massive UFC scam. She confirms he became a shareholder right before signing the White House event deal.
Your question was, well, what about why UFC? Donald Trump became a shareholder of UFC in March and then signed the agreements for this spectacle a few days later.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. So he became a shareholder in the parent company of UFC.
Yes.
Is that a conflict of interest to have the president hosting this sort of spectacular, gaudy event on the White House lawn while he stands to profit from any money it makes?
It's a massive conflict of interest, but I think we've become almost numb to this massive grift, which is Trump 2.0, the second Trump agenda. Even when we see him walking around with that white USA hat, you know that's sold on his website, his personal website. It's something that's merch. It's merch that's available for sale. So when it's UFC branded, and then there are other brands that come in on the White House lawn, that is federal property. So we have a history of public-private partnerships, but there's a real conflict when there's payment by the federal government, which means taxpayer dollars, and on the other side, there's all the profit is privatized. It's a real problem.
If there's a real deal between the Americans and the Iranians, and it's going towards that, Netanyahu will try to sabotage it. One of the ways he'd sabotage it is by putting out Epstein material against U.S. government officials, including Trump. and he put it out there. New material that wasn't seen before in public.
So it's not just Trump. I know that Howard Lutnick is mentioned. There are other officials.
Not just Trump, other officials too. Yes. And he'll try to sabotage the whole negotiation and deal that would be that they're trying to make together. If there's a real deal between.
Do you want some context for this particular post right here? Netanyahu will sabotage a U.S.-Iran deal by releasing the most damaging Epstein files, says this guy.
What will pressure Netanyahu to release the real information that no one has at the moment?
In my opinion, if there's a real deal between the Americans and the Iranians, and it's going to...
Okay, I'm going to pause it. I'll repost it, but I'm not going to keep playing it. I think it's the same thing. More than 20,000 Xbox fans are asking Microsoft to remove paid online multiplayer, saying players should not have to pay extra just to play online. Yeah, if you have a PC, you don't have to pay for it. You just pay for Game Pass so you can play the games. I think it's like a few dollars cheaper. So that means they're only making a few extra dollars off your paid subscription for the multiplayer. Now, I think it does help improve some of the quality of multiplayer to some degree, but since they opened it up to a multi or cross-platform multiplayer, it kind of begs the question, like, what are we really paying for? It seems like the servers are outside of Xbox now, so why would you pay for it? Just my argument for it. Alright, let's go ahead and hit it from both sides. How much time we got? Oh, we're almost hitting an hour. I don't even know. We're already hitting an hour? How's that possible? Shit, I just like totally screwed up my screen. Okay. Everything's good, guys. Everything's good. We're back. The Iran deal is done and all the uranium gets destroyed, says Jesse Waters.
I've been briefed on the deal, and it's pretty simple. You immediately upon signing, the Strait opens up, and there's no tolling, and there's no money exchanged. And you're going to get traffic probably restored within the next 2 to 3 weeks. What really made a difference were the airstrikes Monday and Tuesday, and Operation Freedom was covertly bringing oil out, so the Iranians lost all their leverage over the Strait. But the most significant part of the deal is that the Iranians have signed, in principle, to agree for the complete destruction and removal of the uranium. Right now, they can't get it. They have no access to it. It's buried a skyscraper's length deep underground. All 3 sites are inaccessible. And the United States is the only country with the technical expertise to be able to remove it. So we're going to remove it along with the IAEA, and we're going to destroy it, and we're going to bring it out of the country. And then and only then will there be sanctions relief. Also, they're not going to get any sanctions relief if they continue to fund terrorism. If Hezbollah attacks the Jews have a right to defend themselves, but they will not be getting any sanctions relief. So they have to keep Hezbollah on a leash. And we will maintain our military posture until they give up the dust. That is the deal. And all the details of the MOU are going to be released on Friday after the signing. And the bigger thing in terms of like a regional peace deal, all of these Gulf nations have agreed to invest $300 billion to rebuild.
Who actually funds Hezbollah, though? Are we going to keep blaming Iran? Like, why would Iran keep agging on the war? Does that make any sense? I don't know. It's getting very conflated now. And now it's just like, if Hezbollah is actually tied to Israel, we need to go ahead and connect that dot and get rid of this weird I mean, we already knew that Hamas, or at least we know now, that Hamas was being paid like, what, $31 million every month through Qatar from Israel. It was in a WikiLeaks document. There's been some other claims here and there too. That's just one of the most credible to link it together. This is Nut Mosquito Drone, a spy UAV built by China's National University of Defense Technology for covert surveillance you can't see coming.
China has revealed a mosquito-sized drone designed for silent surveillance and covert military missions.
I don't know if I believe in this thing. I think it's fake. Something tells me this is AI, but at the same time, I have no clue. I don't know, man. Next time you smack your arm, thinking it's a mosquito, it might crunch on you. Just a fair warning. What's this? Pakistan's PM Shehbaz Sharif just announced that the U.S.-Iran peace deal has been reached. That's from yesterday. I'm not going to read all that since it happened yesterday, but you can go check it out if you want to. Pakistan's Prime Minister announces U.S. and Iran have reached a peace deal. Cool, cool. Sometimes I post several of the same thing just to show you that there are multiple sources posting on that. The deal with Islamic Republic of Iran is now complete. Congratulations to all President Donald Trump. What is going on? Another FA-18 has just crashed in Washington State. This is what I was talking about at the very beginning.
God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Okay. What the fuck? Oh my gosh! God! Oh my God!
Lots of planes going down today. Just makes my mind instantly go to, is there some type of massive, I don't know, cyber attack and or something to screw with the navigation system? I have no clue. I'm just trying to speculate here. Iran Supreme Leader Special Advisor says the order has been given or issued and 0 hour has arrived for Israel, with missile launchers being prepared now. And they were aiming them at Tel Aviv. This has already been stopped and everything, but this is from yesterday, just to report on it. Make sure you check the dates whenever I read these. I know some of this is older stuff, but I am trying to give you a little bit of the weekend news as well. Who did it better, Sean Strickland or Trump? Benjamin Netanyahu has officially failed in his attempt to sabotage the deal between the United States and Iran. I don't know about that. Well, still time, I guess. Not saying I want it to happen. I'm just saying that, I feel like it's likely to happen. Trump officially lifts the U.S. naval blockade and authorizes a toll-free reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. That's not necessarily the case either. It seems as if Iran is upholding their side of saying that they're going to toll the strait with Oman, the country on the opposite side of the strait. U.S. oil prices crashed below $81 a barrel after Pakistan announces that the U.S. and Iran have reached a peace deal. Cool, cool. Mario Nafal also reporting that the blockade is effectively over. Multiple Iranian vessels, including VLCC oil tankers and cargo ships, are now sailing freely through the former blockade zone without incident. Iran calls off planned attack on Israel. That's from yesterday. That was after Trump basically begged Iran not to, and I think they even started to say that they might give the $24 billion that they took out of the stolen accounts or what's the word for it? I can't even think of the word right now. Now I'm getting sleepy. Now I know we're getting done with the news because now I want to play the game. Once I start getting sleepy, I'm like, that's right around the hour mark, I've noticed. So we're sticking to an hour of news now. Ambassador Herschel Walker has an important message for Americans visiting the Bahamas. Jet skis rentals pose a serious risk of injury. Shut up.
آمریکا وادار به امضای تفاهم پایان جنگ با جمهوری اسلامی ایران و جبهه مقاومت شد. شهباز شریف از پایان دائم و فوری جنگ در همه جبهه‌های جنگ آمریکا علیه
She has a pretty voice. I couldn't understand any of it, but Israel is currently bombing Lebanon. That was from yesterday. So they've been bombing them all day, basically. And surprisingly, Iran hasn't done anything from what I've seen, but I don't know, maybe it's happened while I'm doing my show. FBI built an entire fake town on Huntsville, Alabama, only for training agents on cybercrime. I've been warning people online, you should probably take the whole cybercrime stuff a little bit more seriously, especially if you're like a stalkerish type person that wants to follow people and try to gather and dox individuals. You do realize, like, people do report you, and then that gets handed off to the cybercrime division. Now, you won't be obviously charged for every little thing, but it is something to at least acknowledge that, there are things being done about certain behavior online, and if you fall into that category, you might be targeted by the FBI or local police departments. I don't know how it's all connected between federal and local, but yeah, they're definitely ramping up. I mean, if they put all this money into this small little town just to train cybercrime investigators, be prepared.
This is a 22,000 square foot indoor training facility right here in Huntsville, Alabama. We have a courthouse, a hotel, gas station, fully furnished houses. We have a data center. We have an arcade. We have a business center. The range opened in February last year, and we've had almost 1,400 students train in this facility. My name's Dave Beachport. I'm the program manager of the Kinetic Cyber Range. The facility is not just for FBI, it's also for all of our partners. We already have NASA, the U.S. Army. We've had several local law enforcement agencies that have been able to also train in this facility. The way we trained in the past, you never left the classroom. Everything was presented to you at your desk. You would process a cell phone or a piece of loose media, learn about servers. Everything was kind of theory-based along with a little bit of hands-on. We envision a facility where we're going to see how you take what you learned in the classroom and now you're applying it in a real-life situation.
That's the type
when
of
we're
learning
training
we
digital
need.
forensics.
Like, we always get associated learning where we gather the knowledge in classrooms and we, read the stuff on the teleprompter or whatever's on the board. And we gather that information and then we usually create our own methods. But whenever it comes to applied learning, you literally are acting out the actual learning process. Or at least you're learning from the environment as well, not only just information that you're jotting down on a piece of paper. But yeah, I think this is actually a great idea. I think we should actually start forming learning lessons around this type of teaching. I think we should have more environmental learning where we're actually outdoing what we're being taught. And I realize there are certain courses and stuff like that, but they're usually very short and they don't train you for very long to get you the experiential knowledge that you need to carry out the task. Just my opinion.
Forensics, we want students to go in and interact with all these unique systems they're going to find in the field. Again, you're putting hands on these devices and this equipment, which we've never been able to train like that before. The Kinetic Cyber Range is a one-of-a-kind facility. There is no facility like this in the world. The systems that we have running in these facilities are just as real as the facade on the outside. Students are encountering the latest software, the latest IoT, the latest drones, latest vehicle forensics, all of that to keep us cutting edge.
Israel says it does not take orders from the United States.
Hard to make progress.
Can't play that music. Some Chinese girls like putting like a TV in their bed. I guess they're like playing video games or something that way. The girls here don't know how to game, y'all. Asian girls know how to game. Describe the UFC White House event in one word. I mean, it was a cool spectacle, I guess, but at the same time, it made me think about the Iron Sky movie, where it was just like everything was overblown and just like exaggerated. I actually thought that movie was pretty funny. President Trump is being advised by Joe Kent to completely cut off all funding to Israel to help ensure the peace deal remains in place. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. We can hope and pray, but in fact, you might want to pray like 10 different times tonight just to make sure it happens, but I don't know. Sometimes God is away from the phone. Joking. A glowing mother orb seen near a secret U.S. site is at the center of a newly released Pentagon report. Lots of UAP videos and pictures being released lately. Some of the reels from last night with the UFC fight. I'm going to go ahead and start this game too in the background while we...
Alex Pereira, I want a shama on your mama. And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America? Ladies and gentlemen.
President Trump has instructed incoming acting director of National Intelligence, Bill Pulte, to immediately start firing and downsizing the deep state.
Republicans. Why do you think, Mr. President, he's the best person for the job?
Well, he's very smart. He's a person who's got high integrity. He's done a phenomenal job at Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. You probably have $1 trillion in value there. When he took over, it was much less. And I guess I'm responsible for that, too, because everybody wanted me to sell it in my first term for 10% of what it's worth right now. If I would have sold it, we would have lost $900 billion. We would have lost, I mean, think of it, it's probably worth $1 trillion. And I was offered, people want me to sell it at $100 billion, a very small percentage of what it's worth now. So, and he built it up a lot, did a great job. And it's an acting position. It's not a permanent. He's not going to be permanent because, I don't think he'd want to be permanent. But he's a very smart guy, and he may find out some things about the rigged elections, et cetera, et cetera. I think he'd like to do it. I think he wants to do it very much. Got a lot of energy. But he'll be very good. Again, it's not a permanent position. Right. We're interviewing people right now, but it's somebody just to take it over for a little while.
Does he have the necessary, in your view, Mr. President, the necessary national security experience to take on that position?
Well, I do, and I think he does, actually, because he's smart. Because a lot of national security, I wasn't greatly experienced in national security, and I think I've done a really great job with it. A lot of people would say that I've ended 8 wars, and soon to be a 9th. I hope that works out, too, Frankly, but...
The Israelis struck Beirut, we were very worried, and we saw a lot of evidence that the Iranians were going to launch a large number of missiles at the Israelis. With our communication with them over the course of getting to this signed peace deal, they assured us that they were not going to respond to the Israelis, and they were going to sign this agreement and get to peace.
Yeah, Lucas, we were so happy to be joined by the Vice President. Such a momentous day. We've all been waiting for it. You know, again,
After the Israelis struck Beirut, we were very worried, and we saw a lot of evidence that the Iranians were going to launch a large number of missiles at the Israelis. With our communication with them over the course of getting to this signed peace deal, they assured us that they were not going to respond to the Israelis, and they were going to sign this agreement and get to peace.
Yeah, Lucas, we were so happy to be joined by the Vice President. Such a momentous day. We've all been waiting for it. You know, again,
After the Israelis
Trying to get the game going in the background. I think it's starting now. It was acting like it wasn't going to start it for a second. Kind of freaked me out, but we're okay, hopefully. Israeli settlers burn Palestinian villages in revenge for Trump-Iran peace deal. There's no community note on it, so I assume this is real. Also, there was some heavy rain and a storm predicted to affect the event last night, the UFC event. And somehow, someway, the entire storm got split in half and went around Washington, D.C. entirely. It's kind of neat. Tim Pool reported on that. FIFA proposes Israel versus Palestine match to open International Youth Festival. Ilya Topuria face before and after fighting Justin Gaethje. However you say his name. Gaethje.
This was the scene after this black guy assaulted a girl in the street. He was stopped by a group of jiu-jitsu practitioners who held him until the police arrived.
So what, he assaulted some chick? Black man was seen assaulting a girl in the street, then these jiu-jitsu practitioners subdued him and held him until the police showed up. He even tried to pull the George Floyd I can't breathe card, not this time. Props to these guys.
He pulls the I can't breathe, pulls the George Floyd.
Damn. Learn jiu-jitsu, guys.
That's what we call fuck around and find out, folks. Don't fuck with people who know jiu-jitsu.
Look at him, he's like fucking That's humiliating.
Good stuff.
Oh my god, that's
Props
hilarious.
to these guys.
I'm not the type to fuck you.
That's what happens when you're an evil son of a bitch. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm totally on this white dude's side right now. I'm just like, I'm so sick of like people taking advantage of other people that it has gotten to the point of just people just shaming evil motherfuckers. Put them in jail, like, I mean, you know, do whatever you can at this point.
Randy Fine just told everybody, like, hey, I'm not going to send any more money to Israel.
Yeah.
Which tells me that he's scared.
That's page one news, by the way.
Yeah, which tells me that he's very scared. And it also tells me he's full of it. Because I've literally seen him walk around and vote for other people's, deaths for his bill to send Israel more money. So he's clearly passionate about it. I mean, this guy is like Jew first, America last. And I look at that and I'm just like, you know what? He's going to lie to everybody. And if he gets reelected, there's going to be no consequences when he votes to send more money to Israel.
One of the things that has always struck me as absolutely, positively inappropriate is offices like Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas, and Lindsey Graham, the senator from South Carolina, and a handful of members of the House that have the Israeli flag outside the front door of their offices. Wholly inappropriate.
There's a lot of them. I mean, look at Randy Fine. It's higher in his office than the American flag, which is against the
It's against the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and there's no consequences. For some reason with Israel, I mean, if that guy had a Chinese flag, you imagine. Can you imagine the backlash? But Israel is whatever. You know, they got this pin with Israel and America. It's like, what is going on? Like, literally, if you replace Israel with any other foreign country, everybody would be like, you know, this country is trying to take over America. You know, if you said it about the Chinese, you know, if you said it about the Russians, said it about any other country, I don't even care who it is, you know, Britain, whatever, it'll be like, you know, we got to get these people out of the country. But with Jews, the first thing that comes to your mind is like, oh, but not all Jews. You know, we wouldn't say, but not all Chinese. We'd be like, no, we need to get this Chinese influence out of America.
I'm a nobody, but I've begun getting death threats. And my most recent death threat, the guy signed his name to and put his email address, like he wants to engage me in some kind of, you know, death struggle or something. And he's a prominent rabbi from New York City. He runs a nonprofit that treats Jewish children with cancer, not anybody else's children, just Jewish children with cancer. And he's wishing me death, not just death to me, but death to everybody like me. And what, we're supposed to just take it? That if we don't fall into line, like Randy Fine, in support of the Israeli government, not even just Israel, but the current Israeli government, then we are anti-Semites. And I reject that outright. I'm curious as to what kind of reaction you're getting.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, this is a group of ethnocentric supremacists, and that's my problem with Judaism, is that it teaches that you're better than other people. You're chosen by God, and I just reject that completely. I think everyone's equal, and saying that is like anti-Semitic. It's crazy. Like being against bombing children is anti-Semitic. Like being against a foreign government is like, it is a word, just like Nazi, just like Hitler, that, you know, has been so heavily propagandized that when you hear it, you have this visceral reaction to it. You know, I mean, like 5 years ago, you heard the word anti-Semite, the, you know, hair on the back of your neck is standing up like, oh, yeah, oh my God, you know, the Holocaust, you know, Nazis, like any of these words, they just provoke a certain reaction. You don't get that with Mao. You don't get that with Stalin. People killed tens of millions of people. You don't get that with the Bolsheviks. It's clearly propaganda. And it's like, why is this propaganda? Why are we like so conditioned to respond to these words? And, you know, you see it, they're just so arrogant today. He signed his name on there because he knows you can't do to him. And even if you did, he would just flee to Israel because he's Jewish. He gets citizenship the next day and they wouldn't extradite him. And he could rip your kid. Yeah. And he could flee to Israel and they would not send him back. You know, just like the head of cybersecurity did that in Vegas. They fled and they're not extraditing him and nothing's going to happen. Just like nothing's going to happen to the Palestinians that were raped in the prison by the IDF that they have on video. They just, you know, excused all the charges. Now those guys are celebrities. And so you just see there's just this two sets of justice. And if you dig deeper, it says that same thing in the Talmud. It says all this in Talmud. You can lie, cheat, rape, steal to non-Jews. And like, that's a crazy thing to say. And people will, you know, oh my God, you know, a year or 2 years ago, you get killed for saying that, you get debanked for saying that. I think the Overton window shifted a little bit, but it doesn't make it any less true. And I think it's something that needs to be talked about because we were conditioned. I mean, at least me, like, supremacy is bad. White supremacy is bad. You know, black supremacy is not quite as bad because they're victims and, you know, whatever. And I'm okay with the idea that supremacy is bad because I believe that it is. I think that if you think that you're better than other people, you're going to act like like just generally. If you viewed, you know, other people like, you know, cows or chickens, like you wouldn't treat them with the same level of humanity that you would a human. And so this idea of supremacy, that needs to be discussed. And for some reason, when it's Jewish supremacy, it's like this taboo topic. And I just don't think Americans want to ignore it.
No clue what this game is about. Hoping it's cool. The gameplay looked like it was like similar to Doom, but I'm not really sure. Kind of creepy. Which is okay. I'm not against creepy. Sometimes creepy is fun. Not in real life, but you know. Right here, right now. This is already pretty cool. Red Moon just shows up.
Sinner, a bearer of the mark, sentenced to 9,125 days of scout servitude and stripped of your earthly status, you now belong to the All-Father. transfer to the Blood Moon Penal Colony will commence immediately.
It's actually a very small game, like download wise. I think it's only like 8 gigs.
What have we here? New Scout.
It's not a heavily rendered game, but it looks like it has some decent theatrics to
What a
it.
pleasant surprise.
It looked like horrible, but it's not.
Welcome to the Red Moon.
This game had decent reviews.
How
from
do you
what I
like your
saw, but I
cell
don't know if they're
inmate?
True or not? Huh? What?
What are you?
What are you?
My name is Aylin. I'm here to help you settle into your new life on Luna. We don't use Earth names here, so from now on, you'll be going by the designation Fox. It's a good name. I chose it myself. You're a giant head. And you're a small human who is being inducted into the Scout program. It's been a while since I had a new Scout. Most of mine have got lost, or, well, perished. Shouldn't be here. You were gifted the Mark of Luna for a reason. Only those who bear those beautiful red eyes are chosen for such important work. And what happens if I disagree? You don't want to disagree with the All-Father, Fox.
Is this a British game or a Japanese game? I don't even know.
But enough of that. You must be very excited to be here. You just tried to kill me. Don't be so dramatic. Now, as a scout, your job is to complete assigned missions down in the Abyss. Scavenging technology, reconnaissance, clean, whatever we want you to do. The more missions you complete, the faster your sentence is reduced. The Abyss? So there is a spark of curiosity in there. The Abyss is the infinite structure inside of this lunar object you find yourself on. In other words, you're in space. But don't worry. Scouts don't leave their cells when they access the Abyss. You'll stay here whilst remotely piloting a warden, a sort of living machine. Speaking of which, let's get you settled in, and then we'll look at assigning you one.
Anomaly detected. Canyon District. Scout action requested. Selection completed. Scout 5437, codename Fox, to report for duty.
Well, out of the frying pan and into the fire, as they say. Looks like we'll need to settle you in later. Let's assign you a warden.
The end only comes.
Is this a first-person shooter? I don't even know.
You say stop.
It's showing cutscene.
Time to wake up, little wanderer. It's time to wake up.
You know, it's kind of interesting to see a game developer go backwards. in quality. Oh yeah, it is first person. Cool.
Where am I? What happened to my body?
I mean, like I said, it's not bad. I mean, for 8 gigs, it looks good. Honestly, I kind of want less bulky games. Like, they need to, like, figure out a way to make games, like, look great, but, like, only be, like, 30 gigs. And it's possible. Because I've seen it. A few games I feel like I can probably reference. If I thought about it long enough, I just don't feel like thinking about it long enough. I'll probably think about it now, but...
You scout the abyss. You report your findings.
Got a weird looking head. Can I not crouch while I can? I'm interested.
You gather technologies to trade with Earth in exchange for more
Are you like they're like posthumans or something, I think. Because they look partially robotic. Oh, I got a gun now. Hey, scout rifle. Just what I was looking for.
You, who have been chosen to uncover the prophecy in spite of the church. In spite of those who seek to control us.
Who's that? So we're like in a prison?
You are marked
The moon?
red-eyed servants of the blood moon.
I know how to jump. It's always the same place.
That's it.
You belong nowhere.
Adjustment here. Level that up there and...
I have unlimited ammo.
There we are. Finally a clear connection. I see the Abyss has chosen a Fate Warden for you. I take it you must be from a working class background.
You gather technology.
And you found a scout rifle too.
Oh shit, the glow.
How resourceful.
That hurt.
Not enough idle talk. The old father has made a request. A rare piece of drift technology has been detected somewhere in the canyon. An excavation tool known as the Shield Breaker. We need you to retrieve it for study. I'm adding its general location into your objective system. Track it down, and the old father will reward you.
Kind of like the lighting. It doesn't like... Actually, I want to check that real quick. Maybe I can turn it up. Let's put it on Ultra. I probably already did, but I just want to be sure. 60, good. Dynamic resolution, sure. What else we got? Take the motion blur off. Why they keep adding it? Hold up, there's cinematic mode? Yeah. Hold up. Is there not like a... Or I can change all of them at once? No? Okay. Put everything on cinematic. Pretty sure I can handle it. Yeah. Do auto. What's that? FR upscaling. Quality. Performance. Hell yeah. Wait. Performance. Yeah, okay. So keep it. Let's see if it kept the settings. Good. Okay. I want to make sure again. Sometimes the settings don't stick. I think it took it. Doesn't take that much.
What the? Strike carefully, folks. There are adrift nearby. Don't be deceived by those still with a human form. Their souls have been consumed by the scourge that rots this place.
Feels like a little bit better. See, this is what I'm talking about. I just wonder now, is this like a really short game?
All that's left is pure horror.
Maybe they figured out how to make an 8-gig game. I mean, kind of in between. It looks good, but not like crazy good. Let's see if I do it. How do I use this? It's pretty. I like it. Is there no point to it? Really? Dropping in here. Is that another head? That looks like another head in there. Cutscene.
Mother! There's an intruder! Death to the intruder! Death to you! Just like them. I don't wish I got to aim more.
I probably should have warned you about the Mother Eyes network.
I was watching the pipes like
Oops.
get all thick whenever the electricity flows through. What did she say? Why can't I jump higher? That's lame. I thought it was blood at first. Kinda looks like it on the wall. Is that like a save station? It's a weird reflection. It's not the same thing on the water. Yeah, the reflections are very low quality. That's okay.
There isn't much salvage left here, you know.
Oh, I didn't even know that was
all the useful technology was taken a long time ago.
Are you a prisoner?
No. I am a relic of different times. I envy you surface dwellers. These depths grow stifling after a while. I can't recall when I last saw moonlight.
How long have you been down here?
We create time where none exists. It has no material meaning, no worth with which to measure. Everything that is exists only as the sum total of what was and what is yet to come. As the snake swallows its own tail, so time swallows itself. You see? Forgive me. I don't converse very often these days. But please tell me, what brings you to these decaying halls?
I'm looking for a piece of technology, something called a shield breaker.
Ah, I see. So the automated detection system is still in working order. I use an old workshop not far from here. I think what remains of your shield breaker can be found there. Follow the path through this tower and cross the pipes that grow.
Thank you.
Take care, young scout.
It's like Dark Souls plus Doom plus space. Well, no, Doom is in space, so where am I going now? This way. Can I come from this way? Yeah, I came from this way. Can we go a different way? Go back. You don't sell shit? You don't sell anything?
Take care, young scout.
That's it? Alright, whatever. What else we got? Tell me the direction. Is that okay? Or I just opened up a path or something? Dark crystal. I don't know what that means, man. No! Just jumped the wrong way! Oh. That's nice. I just lost a bar of health. That's it. I was gonna try to jump over here, and then I realized there was a bigger gap, but after I jumped. Am I going the right way? I need some music. This is way too quiet. I need music. Can't just not have music.
It's none of your business.
The transition here was a blessing. Anyway, it seems you have a clue from that disconnected about the shield breaker's location. But be mindful, not everyone you meet in the Abyss will be so kind.
Shield breaker.
Well done, folks. Your sentence has been reduced by 10 days.
Oh, yeah?
Why don't you try the shield breaker out of those blue energy fields? I'll just locate a disconnection point to bring you back.
I think that turned it down. I don't even know what to consider that. You would think it'd be like special effects or something. Maybe it's the music. Turn off the music. How about that? It's not music, see? I don't know what it is. Sound effects. I didn't even turn that down. I don't think. Maybe a little bit. Where am I going? Oh. That was lame. It had to like load it first. Couldn't even enjoy the explosion. Can I use this on enemies too? I want to switch. I want to use it on a motherfucker. Where am I going? Did I come from there? Yeah. Let me play.
Normal signal detected. Camden District. Scout action requested. Selection begins. Selection completed. Scout 5437. Designation Forks. Location Camden District. Investigate immediately.
Doesn't work.
Fox, we'll have to look at disconnecting you later. shield breaker may come in more useful than we thought.
I wish it'd like just let you press the LB button, quick switch. Like the Y button is not your weapon switch button. I don't like that. Like Y doesn't even do anything.
Mother warned me about you. You shouldn't be here. You need...
Shit, that hurt. That hurt. Whoa! Damn, she hit me somehow. Got past the wall. Get up, Scout, do it again. Turned up the heat a little bit on me. It was super easy at first.
Mother warned me about you. You shouldn't be here. Please.
Why does it keep coming back? Round 2. Fight. back here. That helps. Shit, it hurt. Actually hit me. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck, that hit me. Damn it. Seeing how close I can get. Alright, this is more chill song. Kill a boss dude.
Me about you. You shouldn't be here. You need to leave.
Good system now. Got her. Look at that. Gotta give myself some distance. Push her up against that pillar.
That was a close one.
Showed her who was boss.
Frightful drift. Rumor has it they were once the aristocracy of the old clan.
Oh.
Now, they're as mindless as the rest.
I thought there was something back there. I should have went back over. Where am I going now? Fuck, no! Damn, that fucked me up. That was a bad time to get that. I actually did want to go back to see what was over here. Nothing? Nothing! Okay, whatever. Actually, one second. Yeah, we're good. Where I'm going? Where's that hole at? Why did I not go that way? Yeah, we're gonna go that way. Yeah, we're good. There are people right here.
Well, it's a good job we didn't need that wall to stay put. Still, if it helps you complete your mission, you might just stop you drastically changing the abyss. By the way, I have a theory about the disruption. Well, more of an idea. Do you want to hear it? It sounds like some kind of signal. A malfunctioning warden emitting a distress beacon, maybe. Or... it could be something else. This place. I don't remember it being here before. Looks like you're in unexplored territory now, folks.
Supposed to go. There's nowhere I'm supposed to drop from here. Is there? Can I drop from here? I don't think I can land that. Can I? I don't think I can land this. Oh, I can. Why anybody tell me I can land that far? What's up with my screen? Why is that all jittery like that? It's kind of weird. Y'all see that? That's kind of weird. Is that like a game effect? Tell me where I'm going. That sure as shit don't know. What is this shit? Is it like hot down here? Why is everything flickering? That's kind of weird.
The signal is starting to interfere with my connection.
Is that what that is?
I need you to pick up the pace. If my connection drops, you'll be alone again. So don't blame me if you end up lost in the dark. This signal is too strong for a malfunctioning warden. Something else is going on here.
You're breaking up. Run that by me again? I can't hear you. Looks like I'm on my own.
saw the jump.
Huh? It stopped.
I suppose he sent you to hunt me down, yes?
He?
Oh. Perhaps I'm mistaken. I'm Urian, by the way. Nice to meet you.
I came to locate a signal. It sounds like it's coming from that thing.
It seems to you, does it? How fascinating.
Can't you hear it?
All the time. It drives me mad, actually. I've begun to suspect that I was imagining it. When you've been alone for as long as I have, you become a bit peculiar in the head.
What does it mean?
Everything. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe it's a lie shaped like a promise. Fool's gold and I'm the fool. But it would be hilarious. Never mind me. It called to you, and you answered. So it's yours now. It wants to commune with you. You let it, won't you?
I should complete my mission.
Which is? I forgot what the mission is.
That's the spirit. Go on. We can't keep the eye waiting. It would seem that it has chosen you. And just in time. This is a gift for Aiden. Always for Aiden.
As the snake swallows its own tail, we swallow time. Feed, wanderer, feed.
that me? I think it is. Well, it's not me, but you know what I mean.
I see you found my gift. You see that adrift over there? Consume its essence. Good. Now we're in business.
What's happening to me?
You're growing, evolving into something more. The eye is open. It sees through you now. These little gifts of mine, think of them as aids to fulfilling the prophecy, the promise the bastard tore away from us.
What do you want from me?
Find your way to Greymoor, to the cathedral at the heart of the city. There, I'll be waiting, and there you will find answers. Alien will find answers. Getting out of here might be a challenge, but we've all got to float somewhere. Transcend, float. I have every faith in you.
Oh, I can jump in the air. Oh, fuck. Almost didn't make it. That one doesn't seem like. That's what you do. What? No, that thing should have like came back. Oh, so I made it. That's what I was trying to do last time, it didn't let me. What? Come this way. Yeah, what the fuck? I'm confused. Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Maybe I was doing it wrong, I don't know. I guess I was supposed to go this way.
There you are. Didn't I warn you about losing my connection? What's happening? You look different. Where's your warden? You're just
Urian. He...
Oh, Urian? You don't sound so good. Let's get you out of there and check you over. There's a disconnection point nearby. You need to climb up to Warden's Regret to reach it. Your extraction's on there. I'm loading the location into your system now.
Supposed to jump and like. Guess we can try. That'll work.
you down there. Whatever this Urian did to you, he somehow managed to detach your consciousness from the warden. To cut a long story short, you're a ghost, or at least a projection. Lucky for you, it's the consciousness itself I connect to, not the warden. Which means I should be able to bring you back safely.
Looking for. What just happened? What did I land on? Can't even see. Oh, I'm supposed to look at. Okay. I don't know what to look at. There we go. Here we go.
Mother sent help? Yes, she did. Oh! You're really in for it?
Hold up. I need to change this song real quick. Oh, it's changing on its own. Well, shit. Well, hurry up and change. No. I like this song. We're gonna go with it. Fucking things are slow and I keep hitting them. Yeah.
Here, you're a funny-looking one.
Excuse me?
Begging your pardon, no one's used this lift in a few, and I ain't ever seen anyone looking like you before.
I could say the same about you.
Fair play. Suppose I've been a bit truncated since I lost my twin. I'm Ellie, by the way.
Does this thing still work?
Of course it still works. Granted, it's been several centuries since anyone but me used it, but don't you worry, I keep the old girl in tip-top shape. Some days, I ride all the way to the top, and some days I go all the way back down to the bottom. Oh, we do have a grand old time. What are you doing down here anyway? You don't look like one of them churchy types.
I'm a scout. This is my first day, actually. They sent me down here to find a signal and... well, it's a long story.
Oh, right. And what's a scout when it's at home?
Scouts? Aelin? Giant head?
I know how to go up and how to go down. Ain't got much call to know anything else. My twin, now he liked to know everyone's comings and goings. Liked to keep up with all the drama, you see. Round about the time everything went pear-shaped down here, he just sort of disappeared. Ain't seen him since.
Is he still alive?
Nah, probably not. Nobody lives forever, do they, folks? Be a funny old world if we did. Anyway, off you pop. Got things to do, places to go.
The disconnection point is just around the corner. You've done good work today, inmate. Just a little further now. Disconnecting you now. Welcome back, folks. How are you feeling?
I was a ghost?
I suppose it must have been quite a traumatic experience. The good news is, you completed your mission. Your sentence has been reduced by 100 days. The bad news is, you lost a warden. That's a penalty of 20 days. I'm sure you'll do better next time.
What the hell happened to me?
If I'm being honest, I don't know. Your neural signature, the signal inside you that is normally intrinsically connected to a warden, has become separated. It is now its own entity.
And that means...
You no longer need a warden to protect you from the scourge in the abyss.
Can't I have my old body back?
You prefer the warden? I seem to recall you complaining about that too. I doubt many humans would have the mental strength to adapt as quickly as you did. It's quite impressive.
Urian, he mentioned you by name. He said this is for Aylin.
Well, that is unusual. However, not surprising given my research on him so far.
He said something about going to Grey... Grey... Oh, my head.
You need to rest, Fox. Leave this Urian to me. We'll talk tomorrow.
That's what he looks like.
You should probably get some sleep, Fox.
Fine.
Time for bed, Fox?
Sleep sounds good.
Creepy. What the hell is she doing?
Good morning, folks. Are you feeling better?
How am I supposed to feel better when I'm stuck in this place?
I'm chalking that response up to you having a bad night's sleep, Fox. In any case, I've been looking into this Urian character. He's quite the proverbial can of snakes.
He said someone was hunting him down.
I should hope so. He's got a rap sheet as long as my neck. Urian Caldecott, wanted for historic crimes against the old colony. Treason, espionage, theft, reckless endangerment of life. The list goes on. He is to be apprehended at all costs. I've logged a mission request into the system for you.
It feels like it's in my head.
I don't know what that place was, but I believe Urian lured us there for a reason.
mentioned something about prophecy.
Yes, well, there might be something to that. The Abyss still has secrets. We don't know much about the original prophecy, the one that drove the church to build the lost colony. But we do know that they believe there was a heart to the Abyss, a place of immense power that would open up to those that were true believers. It seems Urian is a hangover from a time long lost, a dangerous extremist.
He told me he'd be waiting for me in Greymont.
Greymont. It was the capital of the old colony, the birthplace of the Scourge. I can't help wondering if he's luring you into a trap.
But you're gonna send me there anyway.
Capture request for fugitive Urian Caldecott accepted. Scout 5437, designation Fox, to report for duty. Bounty set at 4,000 days. Reduction to sentence.
I was hard on you yesterday. I admit that. But if you do as I say and follow my orders, you have a real chance of making it home one day. Anyway, it's time to go back to the Abyss and get to work. As you don't have a warden anymore, I've had to use an old disconnection point to triangulate a suitable location. Luckily for you, it's exactly where we need to go to open the way to Greymont. Let's go, connecting you to King's Reach. Would you like to connect to the Abyss?
I'm ready.
That's a hungry hippo tonight. Glad we got this game working. I was mad last time. Super mad. Guess we gotta play Cyberpunk now. I mean, I like that game, but it's kinda old now. At least it feels old. The Abyss like the center of the moon or something?
That worked as intended.
That's what it seems like.
Welcome to King's Reach, Fox.
Yeah, it's like a city on the moon, right? I'm going this way. It doesn't even tell me where to go. What is this? Can I go in this? Did that kill me? What the fuck? Oh, it killed me. Okay, don't do that. Nobody said I couldn't go into it. Huh? Is that the game doing that?
After the Scourge erupted, it said the Old Father fought to seal the darkness away once and for all. Both
That's
here
the song,
and back
I
in
don't
the
know.
Old City, stopping the spread of the disease. The train line to Greymont has been sealed shut for hundreds of years. But if you're to follow the All Father's orders and apprehend Urian, we'll need to find a way to break these seals and open the door. It's the only logical thing to do. I've seen something like this before. A colony Orion and the Weeping
Big
Meadows
Ben.
uses one as their sigil. They're a group of disconnected. They like to keep themselves to themselves. It won't be easy to get past their defenses, but they may know what this seal means and how to break it. I'm uploading the Weeping Meadows route to your objective system, Fox. The path is an old scout trail, but it won't be easy to navigate. Keep your wits about you.
How do I get down there? Where'd it go? It's just there. Oh wait, I gotta go around somehow. Look at that chick. These big pipes for it. Oh wait, here we go. That dude. The only way, huh? You said so. Oh, fuck. Here we go. That'd be fun. Oh, man. I was hoping it was deeper. What is that? Probably gotta fight those at some point, don't I? Oh, shit. Probably like right now. Oh, we talked. Okay.
Now here's the sight for sore eyes. I've begun to think we're the only scouts left down here. What brings you to
Oh, there's a chick on top of it. I didn't even see her until now.
Have you come from the Weeping Meadows? I'm heading that way myself.
I see. Off and on with you, are you?
You get a holiday. Let me just speak to HR.
Never mind him. He's just been down. Apologies, little one. I suppose you must be out to salvage too. Not that there's much left. Me and Orion here spend our days combing the abyss for odds and ends. Sending technology back to Earth is the official line. Problem is, these machines have been rotting for the better part of 2 centuries, so most of it's useless old shit.
I'm sorry. He doesn't mean to be crude.
Well, time waits for no man. Or spider, eh? Good luck to you on your travels, little one. Maybe we'll cross paths again somewhere down the road.
Loading? That's random. What am I loading?
I see you've met my other scouts.
Everett and Orion? They seem nice. Have you had them long?
They're not pets, Fox.
How many scouts are there anyway? Aside from the 3 of us, I mean.
Not as many as there used to be.
Yeah! Hey, this is what I wanted earlier. Shit, here we go. What's up? Here we go. No, that sounded like it hurt. It sounded like ass hitting the floor. Like, boom. That was like alien spit coming down for a second. Bro, that's how you know I've played too many video games. Like, I'm like reacting to like water dropping from the ground thinking it's alien spit from Alien Isolation. Like way too many video games. What are we doing here? I get a new gun? Give me something cool, man. Please. Double jump, hell yeah.
You're quite the little prodigy. Oh, Billy, I'm delighted with your progress. This little gift is going to make your journey all the more satisfying.
Hell yeah.
Step, you might say, or a beat in your journey.
I love it, thank you. It does make the character 10 times better.
Aelin warned me about you.
Dear Aelin, forgive me. I warned you. She's not quite what she used to be. She'll soon come around. Chop chop, I'm already tired of waiting for you.
I love double jump, man. Literally the best thing ever. They better make a frickin' Titanfall 3. I'm gonna be so mad if they don't. You get double jump in Titanfall. Titanfall is what made double jump great on first-person shooters, in my opinion. I miss Titanfall, actually. They better perfect Titanfall series if they ever make Titanfall 3. I think Respawn's still around, aren't they? Yeah. They made Apex Legends, which is the same universe. Which just means they need to make Titanfall 3. Alright, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna be really mad if they don't, actually. Oh, we're going this way? I'm like, where the fuck do they go? Whee! That's fun. I like that. I'm gonna miss it! No! Alright, I gotta land on the last one now. Can't miss this one. Oh, thank God. Ow. Oh. Got all of it. Thank you. I needed that health. Kind of feels like Destiny in some ways. Like the level design. Damn, I gotta land on that. Kind of fun. I actually do kind of like the game. It's like a mix of, I mean, it's a lot like Doom. It's really, it's like an anime version of Doom almost, but it's not hell. Still got some church elements to it though. Which Doom has the whole demon and semi-alien. I don't know. Yeah, there was kind of like angels or something. I can't remember what they're called. I like that I can do it from like any distance. See if there's like a button somewhere. Can I walk through this? Oh, I can. Entombed. My wife used to bring me all the latest news when she returned from work in the Abyss each weekend, recounting all the political drama and tales of discovery. I feel like reading all that. Too long. Oh wait, what am I doing? I thought I had this thing. What am I getting now? Spawn a shield wall. Finally, Y has a use now. Oh. last very long. Come on, bro. You know what? Let me check something real quick. Might be able to fix this. I think I did leave my energy saver on. Sure did. Might need to restart the game. Does this game have an autosave? I think it does. Yeah, it's got checkpoints. Okay. I'm gonna restart the game real quick. Just because I want it to play well. Close it out. Bar closed. Starting to back up again. I'm only gonna play for like maybe another, I don't know, 25 minutes. Does it look any better? Not really. Like I said, it's only like a 8 gigabyte game. Super small. It doesn't look horrible, but definitely not the best. Oh, we gotta do this again? Whatever. Load faster, what the hell? Ooh, pretty. Red trees all of a sudden, that's kinda nice. This is the moon? This can't be the moon. Is this the moon? This ain't the moon, ain't it? I don't know. Fuck it.
The Weeping Meadows.
Jesus Christ.
It never fails to impress you with its beauty. Well, what beauty is left? The scourge has ravaged the landscape down here, despite the old farmer's best efforts. Also, Niconium painted their sigil across the rebels to attack Sliveris. We must know something about its origin. The hope the Scourge didn't get to them today. That would really make your mission difficult. Well, let's be optimistic, folks. To the Niconium.
Press the button. I guess I had to get in the right timing. I don't know. Two of them. Got multiples. Let's see what that's doing. I don't see what that's changing. Press that button and it didn't do anything. Oh, that didn't work. Why? Shit, I gotta go up here. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, I'll get it.
You know, they used to call this place the Garden of Youth. It was the agricultural center of the Abyss. At its peak, enough produce was grown here to keep the entire colony fed. Now all those fields are flooded with scourge. The people who live down here fought bravely, trying to hold back wave after wave of drift. Plutonium is all that's left of a once thriving community. It's only thanks to the Allfather that anyone survived at all.
I get confused. Where'd it go? So those things like restore my health, and I guess they're the checkpoints. That's what I assume. I actually kind of like this game. It's not bad. Ooh, another boss battle.
Mother! They found us!
Shit, I didn't see that. Right next to me. Everybody kind of run into that, didn't they? Now. No! Oh, that was close. It's pretty neat. I like it.
Min's going to be cross.
Who's Min?
It doesn't matter. You're interesting. What do you want?
I'm just curious about the sigil on your banner.
Nobody remembers anymore. But I do. The reactor. That's where we found it. It meant something important, I think.
Okay. How can I get to this reactor?
I don't remember. She'll be cross, but maybe Min will let you go look for it. You should speak to her inside.
Where's inside?
I'm surprised Min didn't shoot you on sight. Maybe she's grown soft over all these years.
You're that afraid of the outside world?
Look at you, barely out of the oven. You don't know half of what there is to be afraid of. In the absence of a good life, we hope only for a meaningful end. To die well is no great shame.
Fuck. I'm supposed to shoot that. Is that her?
You shouldn't be here.
I'm in.
I'm sorry?
We have grown complacent. Your ingress is my failure. It has been a long time since anyone found their way here.
Is this your home? It's so quiet.
We were the keepers of the scourge, those appointed to contain the spread. You've seen it, haven't you? The rot in the flesh of the world. We were once Luna's last hope. Now, we merely count down the days until our inevitable end.
Can you tell me what the sigil on your banner means?
You ask so many questions. Were you only born yesterday? The All-Father came here not long before the scourge erupted, told us to go to ground, and left for the old reactor. He went there with a companion and came back alone. I've taken care of it. He looked haunted. The sigil is his gift to us, a ward against the rot, that we may protect those few who remain.
Oh. There's a matching sigil on a sealed door in King's Reach. It must be related.
Perhaps. There is nowhere safe in the abyss that the All-Father did not make safe. What those men did bought us time. But if this is your directive, then it seems our time has run out.
Aren't you even a little bit curious about it all?
Curiosity is a luxury not afforded to those preoccupied with surviving. If you truly intend to exhume what ought to remain buried, I won't stop you. But nor will I help. Living through it all the first time around was quite enough.
So it was the All-Father who placed the seal on the reactor. I hope you won't object to us breaking it. No. Intercepting Urian is our priority. By any means necessary. He made that perfectly clear. There's an old drift point not far from here. If Ming won't open the security door, then we'll do it ourselves. If we can just find a way out of the commune, we can kick that pump back to life and get the power running again. Let's get to it.
Oh, it's right there. Dumb. Yay! Your dash gates.
This ought to speed things up a little. Go on, give it a whirl.
Why are you helping me?
Didn't your mother tell you never to look a gift horse in the mouth? You're welcome, by the way. This is about something much bigger than you folks. You are means to a very important end. That's all.
What's happening? Get it. It's just like Doom. Still kind of fucked up. Pretty extensive game for the most part. Honestly, I should call it a night. Yeah, I'm about to call it a night.
Mother warned me about you. Mother said you must die.
Honestly, I don't even feel like playing this boss battle. I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Alright, y'all have a good night. If you liked tonight's video, go ahead and like if you're new to